Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Steven here today, or Super Bruce 91, and today we're playing some domination on the map Express, using the PTW, the Orbital VSAT, the K9 unit, and the Swarm kill streaks. And today I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to be looking forward to, and what I'm going to be expecting from the new consoles expected to be released this year, in somewhere around December, which would be a smart business idea. So, as we all know, the PlayStation 3 and Xbox both have their differences to them. Some favor the PlayStation, some favor the Xbox in a lot of different ways. Now, graphics are pretty much controversial, but the graphics on both consoles currently, really none of them excel over the other really that much, but I'm definitely going to be expecting for both PlayStation and Xbox to step up their graphics card, because, these graphics aren't bad, but now that it's been quite a few years, I know that they're capable of getting much better graphics on consoles now. Also, what I'm really going to be looking forward to is the PlayStation 3 had Blu-ray built in, and it had a automatic disc tray built into it. Now, I would personally like both the Xbox and the PlayStation 4, whatever the new Xbox is going to be called. I would personally like them to have a built-in disc tray, so I don't have to eject the actual disc tray for it, to insert my disc like the Xbox has. It has that problem nowadays. So definitely Xbox needs to get up with the times and make it so that there is no disc tray that pops out anymore. Now, one thing that I would definitely recommend for both PlayStation and Xbox is it should be optional. You can either have a manual eject, like for a disc tray, or you can just use the one that just sucks in the disc for you. Because what if the manual disc feeder breaks? Then you can have a manual one. That's what I'm trying to say. So it should have both spectrums of that. The Xbox 360, no, it wasn't a big deal breaker, but there will be some tray jams. So for the next time around, I'm really looking forward to Xbox getting a disc tray that's actually inside the Xbox and that does not have to be ejected from the actual Xbox. Now, for the Xbox, what we're really going to be looking for the Xbox Live feature is I'm really going to be looking for some more cool features on the online stuff for it. I mean, it does cost a little bit of money, the online, but I don't think that they need to really change that, because with the money that we pay for Xbox Live, I feel like we get a better experience on Live than we would on the PSN network, just because we pay some money, we get slightly less lag on the the online services. We get cross-game voice chat. The PlayStation 3 doesn't. So I'm honestly hoping the PlayStation 3 will in turn charge their users for PlayStation Network, so they can make their online competitive with Xbox. Because to be quite honest, I've played both consoles for a good amount of time, and the Xbox I think is way worth it in terms of the online, because the PlayStation 3 was very quiet for me. I would never be talking like any of my friends through cross-game chat. But if they can get that down with the PlayStation 3 this time around, they're going to be PlayStation 4, my bad. They'll be much better off, I feel, because they're going to be getting more features. They can get more exclusives for their PlayStation players. It's just kind of the thing. Since we pay for Xbox Live, we get Call of Duty content first. And why do we get this first, you say? Well, Microsoft is making money off of us. So in turn, they're going to spend some of that money to make us or get us better content quicker than the PlayStation users. Free internet's not a bad thing, but paying for your own Xbox Live account does have its advantages over PlayStation being free. Many advantages. The main one being for me is a cross-game chat. If Sony could actually implement that into their next console and their internet be free, to be quite honest, it would almost be up there with Xbox Live for the most part. But I'm hoping that Xbox Live kind of stays the same. They don't up the price for the online, because I really would not like that at all. But overall, I think PlayStation Network needs to catch up in the online aspects of the game. That's also another thing. The Xbox has always used battery packs, Xbox 360 in particular. One thing the PlayStation 3 had right all along was the wireless and battery, and there's no batteries to it. So you never really have to charge batteries. There's a charging cord to it, and that's all you need. You can play while you charge your controller. The Xbox, on the other hand, if your battery pack died or your actual batteries died, then you would have to either go get replacement batteries, or if you got like the built-in battery packs that like don't actually have physical batteries, you would have to go plug it into an outlet and wait for it to charge. The PlayStation Network, on the other hand, or the PlayStation 3 at the time, had the controllers where you could just have no batteries. You could play any game that you wanted to and charge it in the same time. So Xbox, for the next time around, I really hope they get rid of batteries, because I don't have any problems with battery packs because I have a battery charger, like rechargeable batteries, and I have multiple on standby at a time. But I can see why some people would say, oh, the Xbox battery pack system is definitely a hassle. So for the next Xbox 720, whatever it's going to be called, they really need to make sure that they get rid of batteries, because, you know, in a lot of ways, the PlayStation 3 is more technologically advanced than the Xbox is. That's also that brings me to another topic. The PlayStation 3 has built-in Blu-ray, so I can't imagine why they would not have that on the PlayStation 4. Now, the Xbox 360 really needs to, for the next time around, they need to implement some sort of Blu-ray player into the Xbox, because Sony on the PlayStation 3, I wouldn't say beat Xbox in the long run, but you know, if Sony could just do some more things with their online, they would pretty much be dominating the console market right now. But because of their inferior online, a lot of people overlook the controllers, the free online. People are looking for the best online possible, and Xbox did offer that to us, but for some money. PlayStation, on the other hand, gave you a pretty good online experience, but it's just not quite as good as the Xbox was. So Xbox, if they really want to keep up with Sony, they need to make sure that they implement a Blu-ray player into their console, because, you know, I definitely like watching movies on my console sometimes, and, you know, the Xbox doesn't have bad quality, but, I mean, many people nowadays will buy movies in Blu-ray, and if you have an Xbox and you kind of like want to watch it through there, well, you really can't, because it doesn't play Blu-ray movies. On the PlayStation 3, on the other hand, they'd always have Blu-ray, so you could play Blu-ray movies or non-Blu-ray movies. So they should definitely put that into the new Xbox, because they're definitely going to be falling behind if they don't add that into the consoles. Also, for the developers of new online games, I would really love it if they would get us dedicated servers. For instance, Call of Duty especially, because after all of these years, I'm really become to expect dedicated servers. Battlefield 3 has it. Now, Battlefield 3 undoubtedly has not sold, or does not have as much money as the Call of Duty franchise does. So I'm sick and tired of Activision and the developers of Call of Duty saying we don't have the money for it, because they do have the money for it. I know that as a fact, and you know, we should really just say we need the dedicated servers for online play. You know, Xbox and PlayStation 3 both currently have a problem where host migrating, and for the next gen consoles, we should be having dedicated servers for all of the big online games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Crysis, whatever the new shooter is going to be of that era. So if you guys do enjoy this video, please leave a comment, a like, and a subscription. I really appreciate you guys for watching it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.